guys, welcome back to my channel. I have to start with a story. Okay, I'm starting with a story right now. Basically, on TikTok 2 weeks ago, I would say, I saw this girl post about like a book warehouse, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I ended up looking it up, and it just so happened to be close to where my family was on vacation, so we ended up stopping there on the way home, and basically everything was 70% off. It was just an overstock book warehouse. They have it every month. It's in Easley, South Carolina. I will put it down in the caption below. But I will say, a lot of these books I just like sort of grabbed for like just because of how it looked and everything like that. I didn't really go in with a plan. It was really hot in there. It was super crowded. And my family only gave me an hour because we were driving back to Illinois that day as well, so I didn't have a lot of time in there, so I really just grabbed like what I thought stood out to me and anything like that. No promises on like if I'd actually like the book or not. I sort of just like went for it and was like, okay, let's see what happens. So yeah, here we are. I thought I'd do a book haul because I ended up getting what, 20 something books. So yeah, we'll see. To start, oh my god. To start, okay, anyways. Okay, here we go. In my book journal, I have a like classic book challenge, which a bunch of them I've read a while ago because of school and everything. We've had to read them then, but while we were there, they had really cute covers of a couple of them, so I was like, might as well pick them up because I've been waiting for like to find cute covers of it because I want it to be like a cutie little thing that I like keep on my shelf after I've read them and everything, and just like to always look back at and be like, these are like how writing started and everything. So to start that, I grabbed a couple. When I say a couple, I mean literally like a lot apparently. So the first one I grabbed is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Literally look at the cover. Look at that. You can't tell me that's not the prettiest cover you've ever seen. I then ended up grabbing Little Women as well. Wuthering Heights. I feel like this is like my least favorite cover out of all of them, but it's still like pretty. Then we have The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, as well as Pride and Prejudice. Like, look at these covers. Like, they're stunning. Anyways, I then grabbed The Picture of Dorian Gray, which I think this cover is so cool. Like, oh. Then we have The Secret Garden. Like, I want to like marry this cover. Like, this is what I want. Then we have The Art of War, which I don't know, like I just like, it's all on my like list to read, so like I just picked them up. Don't know when I'm actually gonna get to them because I feel like classics are sort of like a difficult thing to read, and in high school and stuff when we actually read them, I felt like I didn't really like it, but I feel like it's also because I was forced into reading them, so I feel like now that it's a choice of mine to read them, I'll actually enjoy it more. So yeah, I was gonna grab more, but I had just like so many, and I just started looking when I found the shelf with all of them, so I was like, I'll just wait and like see what else I grab. And yeah, I ended up probably not having space for it, so it's a good thing I didn't grab more. But I'm gonna start with these and then go from there because I feel like, yeah, this is a lot to get through before I like continue the challenge, and I feel like this challenge, I'm not gonna finish it in 2024 per se, but it's gonna be like throughout my life it's gonna end up happening. I'm hoping to finish all of it. That's my goal. So yeah. The next book I grabbed was Golden Girl by Aline Hilderbrand. Basically, from what I read, it's about a woman who passes away, but she turns into a guardian angel for someone else, so she's living through someone else's life, and so she's the angel for this person, and she has sort of 3 nudges is what it said to like nudge the person she's looking over into the right direction, which I think is really cool because I just like, I don't know, I do feel like something's always nudging me in the right direction, so I think it's really interesting and I'm excited to read it, though I've literally never heard of it before. Also, I hate hardcovers, but it's like the only thing they had of it, so I was like, okay, whatever. And we have The Wish by Nicholas Sparks. I honestly don't even know why I picked it up. I think I just like the cover. I don't know. I'm like not the person that. Then the next two, I specifically just grabbed these for the covers. Look how pretty they are. Like, they just stand out so much. I don't know. I think this one's for. This one's first, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, look how pretty they are. They stand out, like the back's pretty. They did have it in hardcover, but then I found the paperback, which I love so much more, so I got these ones. And then we have The Housemaid's Secret, which I feel like is like a pretty basic one. I've been wanting to pick it up, I just haven't, and then it was there, and I said, it's $5, might as well. So honestly, it was less than $5, so it was kind of just like a good deal, and I was like, you know, this is a chance for me to pick up like books I wouldn't normally pick up because I didn't want to pay full price for them, as well as like sort of self-helpy books. Like I have a couple self-help books in here that I normally wouldn't pick up just because like I don't want to buy them and then end up hating them, but since they were like $5 or less, I thought might as well, and I only grabbed ones that I really thought would actually help me. So the next one is I'll Just Be 5 More Minutes. It's talking about a person with ADHD and how she sort of like, it's personal essays about how she re-examines her life with the newfound knowledge of her ADHD. So yeah, I haven't been diagnosed with it, but I do say I have like a little bit of it because I have quite a hard time keeping an attention span, so yeah. Then I have Making a Living, How to Craft Your Business. I honestly just got this because I love crafts and I was like, oh, maybe I can turn it into something someday, like maybe in the future if I like finish retiring or whatever, and then this is just something I do in my free time to like keep making money. I don't know. Might happen soon, might not, haven't decided, but I thought it would be like sort of good to read and sort of have insights into everything. The next one, I actually got 3 from Amazon while I was gone, which I forgot I ordered. So yeah, those are coming up. But the next one I got is the Insomnia Diaries. Sleeplessness is increasingly common and when severe, debilitating. The Insomnia Diaries tells the story of one woman's experience of devastatingly disruptive insomnia, its effect on every aspect of her life, and how she ultimately learned to sleep again. Part memoir, part reportage, and with contributions from experts in the field, this book will resonate with anyone who has ever struggled to get a good night's sleep. I feel like recently I've been sleeping so horribly, and I'm going to get a sleep study done, and I'm going to do all of that. So I just feel like this might be a little bit more insightful into what's happening, and maybe this will give me tips as well besides what the doctor says to like maybe get better sleep than what I have now. So this one's funny. I got these 3 from Amazon, okay? So it's How to Break Up with Your Phone. I just feel like everyone is addicted to their phone nowadays, which is like, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, and I would say I'm not on my phone as often as I used to be when I was in college, but I do still think I'm on it like a lot, and my like average day-to-day is like 5 hours or something, which is less than other people but more than a lot of people, and I just sort of like want to not be attached to it as much as I love social media and I love posting. Right now I literally have all those notifications off because I hate them and I hate looking at them, I hate getting them. So that was my first step, and I've had them off since high school basically because I just hated getting notifications all the time after posting a picture or something, and I just like wanted it to stop. And I do think it's helped me so much more, but I do think I am way too addicted to my phone. Like it's everywhere with me and I just need to be able to like put it down and not care. The next thing I got is also almost adulting. So yeah, I'm 22 and I don't feel like an adult, and I guess I just like, I don't know, I just wanted like help, I guess. So, and then it's adulthood for beginners. I just like wanted insight to like, I guess, what I was getting myself into. Being 22 years old now and like not knowing anything. So this next one is called The Chosen One. I just grabbed it because of the cover. Like I kept passing it and I was like, no, I probably won't read it. And then I decided that, look how pretty it is. It kept standing out to me. It was standing out to me for a reason. So I grabbed it. And let's see. It says, there are many watchers and they are always white. It's the first thing Echo notices as she settles into Dartmouth College. Despite graduating high school in Cleveland as a valedictorian, Echo immediately struggles to keep up in demanding classes. The campus is not a rainbow-colored utopia where education lifts every voice, nor is it a paradise of ideas, an incubator of inclusivity, or even an exciting dating scene. But it might be a magical portal to different dimensions of time and space, only accessible if Echo accepts her calling as a chosen one and takes charge of her future by healing the past. In mesmerizing personal narrative and magical realism, Echo Brown confronts mental illness, grief, racism, love, friendship, ambition, self-esteem, and belonging as they steer the fates of first-generation college students on Dartmouth's campus. The Chosen One is an unforgettable coming-of-age story that bravely unpacks the double-edged college transition as a catalyst for lingering wounds and a fresh start. This is more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I was expecting when I picked it up, but definitely not that. Next book I picked up was The Last Man Standing, and it's basically a former Navy SEAL gets into trouble, and I think he's being framed for a murder or something like that, and the guy, his name is Matt Standing. He has to, like, I guess, find this guy, figure out what's happening, and it's like life and death and stuff. Like, it's obviously like a dangerous thing. It's giving, like, I don't know if anyone's read The Night Agent, like I have, like the first book, but The Night Agent, the show on Netflix, that's the vibe I'm getting from it. Even though it's sort of different, it's still the same vibe. That or like, God, what stuff? It's like Jack Ryan, that TV show, or, oh, I can't think of the name of the other one. But I feel like it's like that a little bit. So that's the vibe I got from it, and I really liked the Jack Ryan show. I like the Night Agent show. You should maybe get the Night Agent book, and I like that as well. So that's why I picked this one up, and I'm hoping like it doesn't let me down, but we'll see. Then I got There Will Come Darkness. It is, let's see what it says. For generations, the seven prophets used their visions of the future to end wars and unite nations, until the day 100 years ago when they disappeared. All they left behind was one final secret prophecy, foretelling an age of darkness and the birth of a new prophet who could be the world's salvation or the cause of its destruction. With chaos on the horizon, 5 lives are set on a collision course. A prince exiled from his kingdom, a ruthless killer known as the Pale Hand, a once faithful leader torn between his duty and his heart, a reckless gambler with the power to find anything or anyone, and a dying girl on the verge of giving up. One of them, or all of them, could break the world. Will they be savior or destroyer? It's giving, like, what was it? Where is it? It's giving, like, a mix of Carnival and then, like, also the Percy Jackson series where it's, like, they're chosen and for all these, like, prophecies and stuff like that. That's what it's giving for me, and I just, like, the mix of both is kind of crazy, so I'm excited to read it. I don't know. That and the cover, like, cover stood out. Like, that's, like, a stunning cover. These next couple ones are kind of weird, and I might get judgment for picking them up, but it is The Imposter Cure. So, I know probably people have heard of imposter syndrome, and it's just, like, you don't feel like yourself, like, you feel like you're just acting like someone else, and I feel like it's very common for people my age who are going from college into the real world and into, like, a 9-to-5 job, and it just doesn't feel like it's a normal thing, like, it just doesn't feel right. So I honestly picked this up because I do sort of feel it sometimes. Like, I don't feel like I'm 22, I still feel like I'm 18 years old and I should be going to high school and, like, doing all these things. So I'm just hoping this, like, helps me better understand, I guess, how I'm feeling. Next book I got is called Regenerative Health. It says, discover your metabolic type and renew your liver for life. I honestly, part of the reason I got this was for my mom, part of it was for me because I did want to read it. But it like talks about, it says your livers play a key role in your health. It impacts chronic inflammation, heart health, mental health, cognitive health, and metabolic health, including type 2 diabetes. Yet most people unknowingly sabotage their liver health. Liver disease affects millions, both diagnosed and not. Worse, it's increasing in children and young adults. The good news, your liver has a superpower, the ability to regenerate. And so the dietitian and gastroenterologist show you how to maximize the amazing power using like their research and everything. And it has practical tips on nutrition, exercise and wellness, meal suggestions, recipes, and recommended snacks as well. So yeah, I thought it would be sort of interesting to read and sort of understand more. Then this one is crazy. It's The Idiot's Guide to Optimum Nutrition. For me, I would say like nutrition stuff goes way over my head. I don't know why, I just like never truly understood it. So I basically picked this one up because I need it to be the most basic like terminology and everything. Like I need it to be so like spelled out for me when it comes to this that I thought this might be like a good book to like help me have a better understanding of what I put in my body, how it's supposed to help my body, and all those things. So yeah. Oh god, that was crazy. If you made this far, thanks for watching, and I hope this maybe inspired you to pick up some new books or not, whatever works, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.